Welcome back to the Martian Show. Color sanded buff on the Malibu. This is how I like to do it. There's so many different ways, but this is how I color sand and buff. If you like it, you can use the way I do. If not, you can go with the other options. But what I do, let me start over, I'm sorry. I sanded the car down with 800 and get it real flat. Then I came back with 1,000. Then I came back with 1,500, and then I came back with 2,000. Then I start buffing with the compound, which is 3M A. Of course, they didn't have the purple one when I went, and 3M number 2. So it's pretty much the same thing. This is to buff out all the scratches. This will get about 1,500 scratches out. Once you buff it, what I like to do is use a light. See how the light is reflecting? Let me get a little closer. When you buff it with the first compound, it's blurry. And as you start buffing it, you want to get the scratches out, of course, but always pay attention to the light. See how it's clear over there? I still got to buff some more over here. You see how the light is clear? And then with number 1 pad, you have to use this one. Number 2 goes with the black pad. And then, if you're extreme like me, those ain't enough. You don't want the swirls in yours. The yellow and the green. I mean the yellow and the blue. It's perfect. This is just, before you apply number 2, you always want to make sure that it's buffed good. You see the reflection, make sure everything is clear. Then you come with number 2. Try to set this up where y'all can see me actually doing it instead of me telling you about it. Get a little tripod, so work with me. Like I said, number 1 pad, take it, put a little bit, you don't need too much. It's a little, actually too much. But just take a little dab, rub it in. I like to start on number 1 and kind of work myself into it. You want to apply pressure because you're trying to get the sand scratches out. You don't want to apply too much pressure to burn through because this heats up. What you can also do is take a little squirt bottle. You don't want the panel to get too hot. Squirt it down. Do the same procedure again. mine don't say 1800, you can go to number 2. Normally have a stick. In fact, here it goes. Just take the stick. Clean off the excess dry glue. Give it a little bit more. Like I said, you want it to shine before you do the number 2. You want it to shine before you want it to do number 2. And don't be like me and don't rub it in. You gotta rub it in first. Once I start seeing my reflection, I know it's kind of good. Hey, let's be ready for next number 2. Keep it pushing. What I do, I'm gonna take this pad, we can go, I can show you this. I'll show you how the light is not as blurry no more, you see? As you buff it, it gets shiny. And then, let me get number 2. With the number 2 pad, come back behind the number 1, of course. Everybody know that. And start laying that down. And as you hit the number 2 in there, it really starts to shine. Like I said, you want to apply pressure. You don't want to just let it slide over the thing. Because then you ain't doing nothing. Because when you wash the car, it just comes right off.
watch the light behind you. Always watch the light behind you, because as he polishes it, the light gets clear, which I'm going to show you in a second. So let me get this in. Starting to clear up a little bit more. This is what gives that deep finish when you see a car and you see that mud, you can see reflections of the stars, the daytime, within the sky. This is what they do, color sand the butt. A lot of people don't want to pay for it, but this is what I recommend. Especially if you got a nice little paint job. You didn't get the sand scratches out good enough, the polish will show you. It show for sure. Boy, right there, he eating up my ear. This ain't no show car, no trailer queen or nothing like that. This car will be driven hard, but I do just like how it looks with it being color sanded and buff. Let me show you. After number 2, this is how it's gonna come out. See how clear it done got now. See how clear it done got? And like I said, if you don't have all them sand scratches up, that polish will show you. See how the light is? There we go. Yeah, see the difference? It's clear, but it's a little blurry. And then this light is so damn bright, and this iPhone. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get me a GoPro. But yeah, as you can see, it's clear. I'm gonna do the whole car, of course. I already did this side. I have no light over here to show you guys. But how you doing? I got this side already done. So it's one side done. Got the hood, the roof, trunk, and the front grill. Whole front, actually, I'm sorry. And then everything will be everything. I'm gonna clean up the engine bay. Like I said, this car will be driven hard. And the beauty about it, to me, you know, some people like taking it and getting it done. It's just a thrill of me, you know, being able to do it myself. It's not one of the greatest builds I would did, but you know, it was a little rush job during the pandemic. But I'm changing color scheme about a year. People gonna trip off of it because it's blue now, but it's gonna be red. I know we're gonna be candy apple red also. So this is just for this summer, this year. These was the hottest colors to me from BMW. These is Riverside Blue. If anybody curious about the color, that's Riverside Blue. 2020 silver and 2020 powder blue. This is my mom's favorite color. So it's like a tribute to my mom's, but you know, it's still my toy. Had a client, the Martian on here, baby. The Martian show. So if it's anything that you would like to see me do, leave in the comment section. Damn, door locked. Comment section. If you like, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the share button, please. Martian out.